Let's get started. Idling in mementos is probably not the best idea, but I got all of the stamps and I wanted to see what the boys' reaction to that is on screen.
That's great!
Good job! You've collected all of the stamps. Congratulations! And with that, the game is over. I'd appreciate it if you kept bringing me flowers, though. You're not gonna stop coming to see me now, are you, mister? I always look forward to seeing you again. Of course I'm gonna keep seeing you, kid. There we go. May as well max everything out. Yeah, let's go up. Yeah!
This is what I saw.
The experience is superfluous at this point. Well, mostly superfluous. Got a couple of, I've got an interesting, friend here. Yeah, it's still good for my personas. Like this one. I'm probably going to do some more messing around with his actual skills, but... Gee, do you think Arsene is meant to be a primarily speed-based persona or something? Probably also going to put him in lockdown for the buffs that provides.
Focus.
Must come as a total shock then.
Mona, what exactly do you have in those pouches?
Oh, good question, Inari. Now I want to know too.
I'm kinda curious too now. Everybody's curious.
Surprise attack, Persona! Now just don't lose. This is my soul! They're still up.
Come! Ravage them!
Oh, come on.
Persona!
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Persona!
Mona's the type who'd keep fish on him for a nice little snack. Ah. For a moment I was worried, but then I remembered.
That makes sense! Don't lose! Victory is ours! One enemy terminated! Show us what you got,
Let's go.
Violet.
There!
Enemy defeated!
There we go.
Everyone did great! Good work, everyone!
All right.
You're not too tired after that, are you? Don't fall behind.
See it.
Fine, we're fine. Just to check. How's everybody who's on? Okay. You can stay in a little longer. But Mona, swap you in for something still fresh. Let you guys get some rest. Well, blow one on myself.
platform.
Yeah. I'll probably help a lot more than on buffing and minus that. Okay.
Hey there. Good job. Since you're here, does that mean you're ready to fight me now?
Yeah, let's fight.
Thanks. Well, here I come. I'm going to start venting now. Don't expect me to hold back. Now! Not bad, right?
Aha.
Come!
It's not the matter.
Persona!
Make my decision. This time could be my moment.
Sure.
Much obliged.
Just to fulfill my
Persona!
vision.
Allow me!
A river in the dark. A heartbeat
Feel my power. That should do.
Not bad. Kabam! Not bad.
Nice!
my life is
Super move. Ultra charge!
Ooh. Thanks, Futaba.
It's time.
don't ask I'm ready.
Go down.
But I'm ready. Distraction by now. There's no time for indecision.
Ow! That hurts more than I thought it would. But that's not all your feelings yet, is
A
it?
river in the dark.
We're just getting started. Try to keep up with me.
Doing my best.
Let's go. Persona! Huh?
Persona! Manifest!
Ow!
There we go.
This! Oh!
Nice.
Huh? I'm starting to enjoy this. Why though? This hurts so much, but I'm actually enjoying it. Wait, I need to focus. Here I come, folks!
Persona! Ravage them!
My heart is a burner.
Persona!
My word of conflict. One goes
Okay.
right, me go away.
No time for thanks.
Thank you so much! Persona!
I always keep forgetting just how useful reflecting attacks is.
I'll break them.
Not bad! Ow!
Persona!
Persona! Let's go.
I probably could have just done a quicker Diarahan. Oh well.
Persona! Huh?
That should do.
Yes. Sure.
I really understand how you feel now. Thank you. Now, it's time to show you how I feel. This is what I've learned from studying humans. Witness my true feelings. Oh! This one's special.
Let's do this. They're wide open. Let's slaughter them.
Oh, this is so tempting. I'm gonna go for it.
Come on. Shut up, shut up, Nothing to me.
Ooh, look at that damage.
But it worked. Persona! Okay,
Let's put that on.
you guys are tough. No holding back.
Hopefully me and Makoto will survive.
Not bad. Right?
Yeah, we survived, but that hurt.
Looks bad.
Go down.
Not bad. Oh! Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal?
Nice timing.
I'm very grateful. Persona! Here!
Yeah, we need that life wall. We survived. Maybe we'll survive long enough to actually get him down.
Not bad.
Nice.
All my life is
Haha, we did it!
So this is what a human feels.
Don't ask if I'm ready, but I'm ready.
I always forget about how useful reflecting is. Bouncing attacks off is always so powerful.
Ow.
Sorry. Yeah.
Good job all around. Sorry about that.
Understand how I feel now?
Painfully well. Thanks to all of you, Ooh, did you learn something new? I'm pretty sure I understand humans less than ever.
I was anticipating he'd say the exact opposite.
Yeah, I was hoping things would end on a happy note here. Well, this is an issue. I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
Why are you sorry?
Well, you did say you understand humans even less now and all.
That's great news.
It's great.
Humans aren't the easiest to comprehend. That's why they can get lost and look for other people they trust. Sometimes they even try to accomplish the impossible with those people, like you all just tried to do for me. Now I'm sure that's what it means to be human. So, it's impossible to learn everything about humans in such a short time. Although, it did make me realize just how much I love them.
So our assistance was to your satisfaction.
Yup, I finally understand now. I can go back to that person whenever I want.
Hey, Jose, who's this person you keep mentioning? And while we're at it, who are you?
I am me. I'm Jose, a boy who got a little smarter because I met all of you. No matter who we are, we're always searching for ourselves. Just remember, there are more folks observing humankind than you might realize.
Who do you mean?
It's a secret for now. You'll find out someday. I have something for you, to thank you for spending so much time helping me. Here, take this.
Ooh.
This is so interesting. Oh, humans. No wonder the others just can't leave them be.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry, it's nothing. See you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope you'll still help me collect flowers, too. Off I go. Good job!
I don't fully understand what just happened, but did that take care of his problem?
Jose. He may be weird, but he sure is a cute little kid.
Lady Ann, I'm cute too.
Well, that was interesting. I'm like 90% sure he has some connection to the Velvet Room. But that's about all I can really think of. Let's get this last, fusion alarm, and then head on to the next day.
I've been waiting for you.
The compendium, yes? Registering a persona?
No.
Would you like to register it?
No.
Please be aware that be prepared for variations. Please be more careful than usual. Fusing several at once? Be cautious with your selections. Are you sure you want one this week?
Everything is weak compared to me at this point.
I'll go slightly rougher on them.
Slightly rough? Arsene is speedier than Raoul.
Let us aim for greater heights. Let us aim for the top with accessories as well. Let us aim for the top with accessories as well. Let us aim for the top with accessories as well.
Sorry, I was making sure that I have all the personas I need for finishing off Social Links. Oops. Ooh. Sculpture. Totally forgot what I just got from that. Envy, wrath, vanity, greed. You've got some. Huh.
I should write something.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
The compendium, yeah. What will you be registering? Let us train your personas. Select a persona. Will you relight the incense? Which incense will you light? I will use this incense. I shall look after it.
Give him some more luck.
Will you relight the incense? May luck be on your side. Indeed.
Let's do it.
Let's head back for the day.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I got nothing I want to buy with those flowers. Nice. Okay.
Thought as much.
I figured he might be back soon. Ikea made another post on the fan site. Mom and Dad aren't gonna get divorced anymore. They sound so happy, man. I guess the mom and dad finally got to talking things out. The three of them have a little family trip planned next weekend. That's good news. Yeah, glad we made a difference. If you've got a dad you can trust, one who really feels like family, it's gotta feel great. Guess that's one family that we've saved. I can't believe that dad was so far gone, though. We better watch our step around idols. Looks like AI Masks deleted his whole video archive, but he's been putting up apology vids in their place. How's that going over? Well, the haters still hate him, but it's not stirring shit up any more than things already are. I think the apologies are making things at least a little better. I saw another post on the fan site, too. My big brother apologized to the rest of the family. He sounds happy. Wonderful. I'm glad everything turned out all right in the end.
Hey,
Looks like he gave everyone a proper apology. That's great. Not that an apology is going to make things instantly better, but now it's up to him to make things right. Yeah.
I'll just add this.
Let's overwrite that.
hey,
What?
Get a massage.
Moments of calm.
Well, does it feel good? Master! Oh! See you later.
Let's see. Ooh, I can already rank up with UI. Ooh, rank up with Chaya too. I think I'd rather go hang out with him. Sell stuff, then hang out. I'm gonna shop first.
All right. Even though it gets dry in the winter, be careful. Guns are prone to misfire if it gets too humid.
Oh yeah, I'm so hurting for money. You gotta be real careful with it.
The air's dry, so be careful when you're handling gunpowder. All right, which one? Even though it gets dry in the winter, be careful. Guns are prone to misfire if it... Okay, sounds good. Be sure to choose carefully. Just don't go using it for anything dangerous. You don't want to get caught up in...
I won't.
All right, which one? I made some original items too. Check them out if you're interested. Okay, sounds good. You must be scheming to do something.
What, me? No. Second thought. I'm good. Okay. Listen, something crazy happened. What's up? Got a call from Suda. Want to tell you the details. You got some time? Check where I am. Rank 8. Not to hit. Scrolling through my notes. There we go. Yeah, let's hang out.
Good.
Come to the back.
Actually...
Hey, you're exactly the person I was hoping to talk to. Suda rang me up a while back, told me to forget everything he was threatening me with. I honestly thought it was some kind of joke at first, but I ain't seen or heard from him since. You know, it almost felt like I was talking to the old Suda somehow. His sworn brother. Hey, think a guy can really go through a drastic change that quick? I don't know. What kind of answer is that? I ain't really one to talk, but you should probably think about taking this a little more seriously, kid. Anyways, something fishy is still going down, but Suda changing is a real load off my shoulders.
That's right.
Oh, and this probably means our deal's through with, huh? I mean, your end of the bargain was driving Suda away. You did that and then some. One more thing.
Yo.
I know I kind of fired you and all, but do you think you'd maybe want to keep working here with me? I understand kids these days have all sorts of commitments, so I get it if the answer's gotta be no. I guess I could consider it. Don't give me that attitude. I know you want to come back. Don't go expecting me to make the job any easier for you, though, you hear? I'll be counting on you, kid. I mean, Joe. Feels like my bond with UI is growing even deeper. Nice.
All right.
Good.
Alright, first order of business is taking out the trash. Come on, we gotta get rid of these prototypes. Disassemble them and wipe the prints off before we toss them, though, okay? Oh. And I'm not letting you leave till they're done. Oh, this is gonna be a late night. Man, if only I still needed proficiency.
See ya.
Hey, what's going on? About Suda? Let's keep an eye on him for a while. Seemed like he was on the level, but can't be too careful. Understood. Good. If anything bad happened, it'd already be too late. I'm just gonna hang back and run the store for a while. Safer that way. And that means... yeah, honestly. I'm gonna teach you all you gotta know about the business. Hope you're ready for it. Okay, I'm counting on you, Joe. I have some regrets about maxing everything out already.
Hi,
but I needed to.
everyone.
Let's get started with class. How far did we go last time?
Well,
Is this on? Miss Chono, please come to the faculty office at once.
What's going on?
Got her voice. What could this be? Come off to the faculty office and make sure you study on your own.
What do you want to do?
Let's read. I got some books I still need to read. And double checking. Okay. The fundamentals of Karakuri lie in mechanisms that are based in clockwork.
Wow.
They call it Karakuri, but aren't they just dolls? You still got time to read. Let's go a little further. Karakuri is elaborate and therefore requires delicate handling. Seems like you're getting through that book quickly. That guidance speed reading really helped. Well, how far did you get? Seems like you still have some pages left. You should continue some other time. Teacher's back.
Damn it.
Oh, what could that have been about? Well, let's resume class.
Yep.
Phew, that was close. Kawakami helped us get a good chunk of free time, though. Snow coming tomorrow. Think we'll get a real blizzard? Who knows? You rarely ever see heavy snow in Tokyo. I predict heavy snowfall. It's gonna be wet snow, so it won't really pile up much. Sources, some guy on TV. Oh no, my flower beds. I should go check on them. I'm sure they'll be fine. But if you need help with them, I'll do what I can. Indeed, Ryuji can as well. Man, you can't just volunteer me! Not that I wouldn't, though. You need any heavy lifting done? I'm your guy. Actually, if the snow's gonna be that bad, I think it might have some effect on the metaverse, too. We might as well keep it in mind when we plan for tomorrow.
Hey!
Yeah. Who wants to hang? Ah. Kaba. What's the plan for today? Have you already decided? I'm a little long, so I can meet up whenever. Let me know what's up. I don't care what it is. Double check. Can't remember. Is the stuff ready? I'm here for veggies. Okay. Okay.
I'll just add this.
So they'll be ready tomorrow. That's fine. Poor Haru gonna be out here in the snow, though. Roger that. Checking. Okay, no, he's not available today. Okay. No conflicts there, then. We've just gotta wait for our scheduled day now. You have some time? I think I want to talk. Check where she is. Like close to doing this out. Which is good. Let's hang out. Let's do it in your room.
Hey, listen!
Kana-chan and I have been sending tons of emails back and forth lately. She said she wants to go back to school, but she might not have the money. I'm gonna go back. You've really matured. I think I've gained like 50 levels in the past few months, and it's all because of you, Joe. I mean, sure, I hated elementary school, but I met Kana-chan there, so maybe it wasn't all bad. The same goes for high school. Even if I hate it, I know something positive will come from it. But I still have to do the last item on my promise list. Being okay without you around. Honestly, I've been feeling kind of weird lately. My heart's been beating real fast when we're together. Then even when we're apart, I can't stop thinking about you. Are you okay? Not at all. I'm more like no-okay, but then again, I feel good too. By the way, can I ask you a favor? It's a pretty big one. Can we skip that last promise? If you want.
Thanks.
Oh good, thanks for not getting mad at me. I just can't be okay without you around. Life doesn't feel the same when you're not with me. I mean, not that, but I don't know. Joe, you're always so nice to me, kind of like Sojiro is. That makes sense for him, though. I mean, he's basically my dad. You don't have a reason like that, so why are you so nice? Oh, I just thought of a possibility. And am I, the only one you treat like this? I should choose my words carefully. Why, Joe? Because we're teammates. Teammates. Right. Of course teammates would want to be nice to each other. It's so obvious. That's gotta be why my heart's always pounding so much. It knows how much I care about my teammates. And you, Joe, my key item. From now on, I'm gonna devote every fiber of my being into supporting you guys. I can feel a strong bond of trust from Futaba. Ooh. That's handy. It's gonna be great. Oh, that was so cute. Oh, teammate, my teammate. Joe joined Futaba's party. Futaba is beaming at Joe. Futaba attacks. Fatal damage to Joe. Wait a second, that's not what teammates are supposed to do. I walked Futaba home. Attack your teammates. It's all good. Hey, Joe. There's something I wanted to ask you about. When we talked earlier today, you said I'm your teammate, but that's, kind of vague, right? Did you get specific? What kind of teammate am I to you? Yeah, little sisters are allowed to attack. A key item, let's say. Seriously? So I fall under your most valuable items, huh? Yeah, I didn't know I was that important to you. Good thing I'm your teammate. We've got something special, you know? Like, no matter how far apart we are, our hearts will always be connected. Wait, no matter how far apart? So that means... Oh, sorry, I completely spaced out. But yeah, we're gonna be really great teammates. Anyhow, time to make like a tree. Anybody want to hang out tonight? Oh. Hang on. Did I box her out? Yes, okay, good. Couldn't remember for a moment.
Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on.
No, jeez.
Without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind.
I think that's going to be useful, so... Let's...
What else should I be? Please don't take off my nose.
Let's go sell everything.
Welcome.
Not that I need the money, but... Ooh.
Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. I'm here alive and broken for me. Is where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth.
Hey, hey!
Telling what's the truth.
I got...
I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both
Let's
face.
see if any of that is better than what we got. And...
I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask. A place to hide.
Oh.
I should write something.
I can't tell you how to see me.
Hello there.
Yes.
Oh, it's you. What, you came just to see me? Just the sort of brainless sentimentality I'd expect from you. All we can do is wait until the date Maruki gave us. Use that time to make your preparations. Understood? If we're going to do this, we need to hit him with everything we've got. I suggest you make sure you're capable of that. Yes, honey.
Welcome. What do you play?
Let's play some darts.
What do you want to do?
Let's call. Oh, jeez. Itchy and Zumi both need it badly.
Thank you.
I'm kind of hoping he brings Zumi.
Hey!
Okay then, let's begin our team game. Yep, I did. Now then, let's get started. I'm ready on my end. Let's play 701. It'll be more fun that way. Oh boy. No pressure. Yes! You can go first. I'm just going to watch for now. Hang on while I move my mic out of the way. Yep. Oh dear. Can everybody still hear me like this? Good. Mic a little bit more.
Yes.
Okay.
Really? Aha!
Yes!
Perfect. So that's how you play. Watch and learn. Look at this nerd. Not bad. You're up now. You'd better focus. There we go.
I see.
I believe Senpai is actually praising me. Nice.
Fine then.
So I've reached my final round. I'll pull this off the best kit.
Hey.
This is the last round. Take your time. I gotta be strategic with this.
For
Oh.
real?
Ah. Nuts. Oh, shit. One left.
Hey,
We're going again. You can't let it end like this, can you? Let's do it.
well,
I refuse to lose. Do it right this time. He's showing off by getting all bullseyes. I'm showing off by getting all 60s.
yes.
Trying to, anyway.
I see.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, that was close. There we go. Perfect.
Fine then.
But he's gotta!
Hey,
This is the last round. Take your time. That'll do.
I see.
This should be pretty easy.
Yeah?
Now finish it. 0 points. Not a bad result.
I see now.
Hooray! I'm up next. Let me show you what these paws can do. One is already maxed out, but let's do it. Let's go for a slightly easier game.
Now
There's a
then.
stress that is, that was 701.
Stay focused.
I'll be fine.
Oh. Yes. Yep.
Oh well.
I'll be back. This is where I come in.
What's even throwing that? Oh, no. That does make the math a little bit easier, though. Thanks, Mona.
Yes. It's all yours. Yep.
Bit floppy. Oh, that was close.
Yes.
Oh, that's easy enough.
I see. This is where I come
You
in.
got this, Mona.
Huh? Then
A chance to finish it here. All right, here goes. I'm counting on you.
you have my thanks.
Man, you should have got away with words. I think I've got this now. Ooh. Aha! Nice! Nice job, Mona.
Oh.
A perfect 0. Nobody can beat us when we're teamed up. It was because I could feel your motivation. You made me able to try harder than usual.
This is
Yes, exactly. Oh, that was some crazy skill. Tired from all the precise throwing? I can tell you've thrown somewhat, though.
I'm finished.
Well, I guess that served as a nice distraction.
That should do it for now.
You can train up and have fun at the same time. This is a pretty handy place.
Let's go.
Hey!
Wow, you were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? Finish this off. Power Curry requires attention to the finest of detail.
Wow!
Oh, it's Power Curry, but aren't they just dolls?
What are your thoughts?
So, you finished reading The Art of Automata. I thought they were just dolls, but their mechanisms are far more complex than I thought. Now that you know how they work, I'm sure this helped you pay better attention to the details. Have to move my mic back almost. Okay. Oh, we're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time.
Morning!
Holy crap, the snow is crazy. It's freezing but exciting at the same time. Say, you think there's been some kind of change in mementos too? I have to go get ready. Oh, let's check it out after you're ready. Come on, sound good? Promise me you'll think about it, alright, man? We'll see how the others are, doing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for reminding me, Mona. Oh,
Say.
there we go. They've grown so well. They're all so healthy. Treat them with care and respect, okay? Nope.
I'll just add this.
Right here. What can Oh. Nope, she's not here. Okay. Never mind.
I'll just add this.
Let's go play some more
What do you play?
team. Wait.
Hey.
See ya.
Let me double check. Okay, yeah, she's not here today. Sumi is not available.
Welcome! What do you play?
What do you want to
May
do?
as well. Call someone. Let's bring up Pikachu again. You. Okay. Let's begin our team game. Now then, let's get started. I'm ready on my end. Yep.
Well, yes.
I'm counting on you. Okay. nudge my microphone further out of the way. Yeah, come on. Okay. That's a bit comfortable. Stop avoiding it! God damn. Ah,
Yes.
nuts. What a nice if you stopped avoiding the center. Ah.
Okay.
Wow, I'm doing terrible this time. Ah!
Yep.
Wow, that was awful. Meanwhile, the boy is showing off. Yes, Goro, I get it. You're good. Doing my best. Let me live. Oh, come on. A little too far. Ooh.
Yes.
Fine then. Hey.
Don't think I can actually pull this off.
I see. Yes.
That was awful.
Too bad for you.
125 points left. A pathetic result.
Hey.
We're going again. You can't let it end like this, can you? Oh, hell no. Let's do it. I swear I will do better this time. My pride demands it.
Yes.
There we go. Not sure.
I see.
Whew. That was close. don't get caught. Whew.
Sim.
Ah, no. Oh! That was a lot closer than I expected it to be. Okay, come on.
Okay.
Fine then. Hey,
All I have to do is pull off 3 bullseyes.
Yes!
There we go. Perfect. Ah. I ended up turning my accident in the middle there to my advantage.
yeah?
I finished it at 0 points. Not a bad result. Yep.
I see now.
Victory! Let's do it. Like 501. Ah!
Stay focused.
I'm gonna be annoying like Akechi and just go for bullseyes.
Yep.
Damn it. It would be nice if I could actually hit the bullseye.
I'll be back. This is where I come in.
Not bad, Mona.
Yes. It's all yours. Okay. Yes! Oh. I see. This is where I come in.
Making it real easy for me, huh?
Okay. It's all yours.
with one dart. Ah! There we go.
Nice. This is good.
I'm finished.
I guess that's serves as a nice distraction.
That should do it for now.
You can train up and have fun at the same time.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Now I move my mic back. Yep. Hello. We have a week before the deadline. Damn it, I can't relax. I know what you mean. Everything moved so fast when we were up against that big evil deity thing. But now we have so much time to think it over. Can't help but feel nervous. Right? It's like, ugh, we've still got a whole week left. I know the feeling. It would be no exaggeration to say that this time the fate of the world really is in our hands. I can certainly understand how that's unnerving, but we need to do all we can. However we feel about it, it's only a single week. We just need to make sure we don't go in with anything left undone. Ryuji, you better not panic like it's the last day of summer break. For real? It's tomorrow? Aw, crap, what do I do? You know, like that. Yeah, I can see that. Fairly easy to imagine. I'm not that bad, guys! Either way, we should do all we can so we can go into this with no regrets. Thank you for getting us back on track, Haru.
Yep.
The week is gonna go by quick. Make your last prep days count.
Let's do it.
No pressure. It's speculated that the cold wave that's currently affecting Japan may be due to climate change. The words global warming commonly refer to an increase in temperature. However, they also refer to increases in cold waves, downpours, and other extreme weather conditions.
Man.
No matter what type of weather it is, too much is never a good thing.
I'll just add this.
Let's check in.
Yes.
These trials, I believe that you can overcome them.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Let us train your personas. Releasing your prisoner?
Ooh.
May luck be on your side. Indeed.
I'll just add this.
Welcome! What do you play?
Hey,
What
darts
do you wanna
again.
do?
Let's drink Sumi up.
Hey, hey.
Since we're here, we might as well try calling up some other people. The more the merrier, right?
You!
Oh, that's interesting. But whenever I call up Akechi, it's just him, but anybody else and I call up other people. Really is just a darts date with Akechi, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, should be good. Okay then, let's begin our team game. Joe Senpai, can we play a match together? I think I'll throw straighter if I'm teamed with you. As for the rules, shall we try 301? I think I should be able to handle that. Yeah, sure.
Well, let's go.
You can do it. I'm cheering for you.
You got this.
Good luck, Senpai. Yeah, nope.
Yep.
Not what I meant to hit. Yep. Nope.
I see.
Trying so hard to be cool. And I end up botching horribly.
Good effort.
Thanks, Sumi.
My turn.
I should have just gone for a triple bullseye. That would have been less embarrassing. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Senpai,
We're just getting started. Be careful not to lose focus.
I'm counting on you.
Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna do some quick math. I'm gonna play it safe and go for bullseyes! Which is a very silly thing to say.
I see. What?
Oh! That was close.
Yes.
Oh! Oh, that was close. Okay, Sumi, you're up. This is my last round. I have to make it count.
My turn. What should we do?
I can finish it, but what would be the best way to throw here? Throw like a gymnast.
I was wondering what this
What?
was about.
No, that doesn't make sense. Oops. Ooh. Ah! So close. Almost got it, Sumi.
Senpai,
This is the final round. I believe in you, Senpai.
I'm counting on you.
If I botch this, I'm gonna be very upset with myself. There we go.
Thank goodness.
Senpai, we got 0 points. Does that mean we make an excellent team?
We did it!
Very well.
Alright, I shall go next. Let us dance. With darts. Sure. What rule set should we use? My apologies, but I'll leave the decision to you. Yeah, we are the best team. Let's do 501.
Let us go.
So it begins. There's no need to get worked up. Go with the natural approach.
Yes.
That's too wild.
For real?
How could this be?
We're on the same team. Why do you sound disappointed?
Nicely done.
I revel in this feeling of tension.
It's my turn.
Show me what you got, Yusuke. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad spread. I mean, points wise is kind of odd, but not a bad spread.
I see.
It's round 3. Time certainly flies when you're having fun.
Take it from here.
Yes!
Goes for comfort, but
Oh.
bullseye's a bullseye.
Yes. Let's go.
This is a critical point for me. Please carry on when I'm gone.
It's my
You're not gonna die. Oh, wow, okay.
beautiful.
A perfect 0 and a perfect success. The goddess of victory has smiled upon us. What a stimulating session of passion for us both. I am in high spirits indeed. Yeah. Why were you carrying on like you thought you were gonna die, Yusuke? You did perfectly fine. You won the day.
Nice.
That was so much fun.
I like gradually improving my form with each throw.
That should do it for now.
All right then.
By the way,
Many plagues have swept through this world. Cholera, measles, pestilence. All diseases of incredible strength. They resist all our cures, and yes, some can even kill. But there's one disease we do not fear. We even welcome it. Any guesses? It is the disease we call happiness. Did you think I was only being dramatic? A scientific study suggested the emotion of happiness spreads in much the same way as a disease does.
you.
Now then, Inujita-kun. How far did this study suggest personal happiness can spread? My gut says probably that or that. But let's see. Yep, I'm right. Friends of friends of friends.
This is it. Well done.
Wonderful, that's correct. It would seem your own happiness can indirectly affect the mood of your friends' friends' friends. Their findings suggested that happiness is spread through connections and physical proximity. Under these principles, perhaps it's not impossible to create a world in which everyone can be happy.
Nice going.
But I can't bear that thought. A world of endless, uninterrupted peace? That's a terrifying idea. Where's the thrill in a world without despair, agony? Without unhappiness, there is no true happiness. I don't want to live in a world that boring. This guy never changes. I mean, he does have a point, though. I'll be here till morning. I can't just leave my coworkers behind. You brought in a draft? What are you talking about? Actually, who even are you? I'm so happy that my husband makes me dinner all the time. It's so easygoing. I want to live here forever. Have you ever thought about how scary it'd be to lose our daily lives as we know them?
Hey.
Has the fatigue been building up for you? Maybe it'd be a good idea to relax and play some darts. Only if nobody's interested in hanging out. Really? No one? Really? Still got 2, 4. Come on. You guys really aren't gonna hang out with me? I was really looking forward to actually, like, potentially finishing everybody off, but I guess nobody wants to hang out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess so. Man, you guys are the worst. Can't believe you all think you're too cool for me.
Let's do it.
I mean, at least it's a good excuse to just hang out and rank up
What do you play?
darts.
What do you want to do?
Let's get Sumi all the way up.
Hey, hey!
Thank you.
Wow, I'm really blowing through my yen here.
Hey!
Okay then, let's begin our team game. Joe Senpai, can we play a match together? I think I'll throw straighter if I'm teamed with you. As for the rules, shall we try 501? If we work together, I know we can clear this.
Well, let's go.
You can do it, I'm cheering for you.
Senpai!
Nope.
I
Nope.
see.
For real?
There we go. That worked.
Good effort. My turn.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, so close. Not bad, Sumi.
Senpai! I'm counting on you.
Yeah. Very nice for her. Yep, no. No, it wasn't where I was aiming. There we go.
Whoa.
There we go. my last round. I have to make it count.
My turn.
You got this, Sumi. Okay. Very nice. Nice job, Sumi.
Senpai!
This is the final round. I believe in you, Senpai.
I'm counting on you.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. Perfect.
Thank goodness.
Does that mean we make an excellent team?
We did it!
Perfect.
Hey,
Yo, I want to go next. Let's do it. Let's do 501. 501 it is.
yeah, let's go.
We're gonna get 0 points right on the dot.
Keep it cool.
Perfect. No.
Yep.
There we go. Not too terrible.
Yeah. All right, I got this.
The math worked out better. Ooh.
All yours.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh,
For real?
that was close. Just barely missed.
Whoa!
Okay, this is my last round. Better not screw this up, huh?
All right, I got this.
Nice! Perfect.
No way!
You did it! 0 points! Dude, aren't we just the greatest team? Huh, man, I feel so motivated right now. Because I knew you were counting on me. Yeah, you usually did great.
That was so much fun.
That should do it for now.
All right then.
Let's do it.
Okay. Really? The people I really want to hang out with is just refuse to.
Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on.
I'll just add this.
Getting kind of frustrating.
Questions will be asked. Have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw. I'm suspicious. I'm a sharpshooter.
Instead of billiards.
Please don't take off my nose.
I see.
Looks like tonight's cocktail is Omni Fizz. All of your stats will improve. This wonderful drink will help your stamina and soul. Sounds pretty good. It's a bit disappointing, but it doesn't look like there's any mentions of when the singer's coming in.
What do you want to do?
Let's invite someone.
Hey!
Obviously, I'm gonna invite the boy.
Oh!
Oh, catchy, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna take a stroll. Just let me know when we're heading home.
I'm here around in front of me.
Hey,
Welcome.
thanks for coming in.
Cover charge is 3,000 yen. Okay, I'll take that. You can sit down anywhere that's open. That said, try not to be disruptive, alright? You like this place that much? I guess I understand how you feel.
Well,
Not bad.
must we?
Why do adults feel the need to exert control? Is it so they can feel strong? Or is it to assert that they're in the right? They're surprisingly childish on the inside. Maybe there are some untainted desires hidden in there. Yeah, don't mind us. We're just gonna make out in the corner. It'll be fine. I chatted with Akechi for a while.
Oh, sorry.
It's already so late. I guess we've been chatting for quite a while. I feel like I managed to sort through my thoughts. Maybe my horizons have broadened a little. Looks like spending time in the jazz club has had an effect on Akechi's heart.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice.
Yeah?
That wasn't too bad. Guess it's time. Well, see ya. I'm thinking of quitting my job. What? I know our company used to be pretty shady, but it's gotten a lot better now. Did something happen? Well, I guess you could say that. It's not that I hate this job or anything. But my side job's been going really well, and my stocks are looking good too. I'm raking it in, and I barely have to work. When I look at it that way, it just seems stupid to have a full-time job. I'd say he can do whatever he wants as long as he's happy, but this is just kind of sad.
Hey,
The others might be piling up on fatigue. Maybe you could invite them to play billiards? Ah, finally, someone wants to hang out.
Let's do it.
What are you gonna do today? I'm gonna get LeBlanc. Keep me posted. Let's go. Roger that. You're almost there.
yo,
We've just gotta wait for our scheduled day now. Hey Joe, I'm ready. Let's do the last thing on the promise list. Alright. Let's hang out. Last thing on the promise list. Being okay without you around. I think I want to give it another shot. I'm coming for you, Akihabara.
I'm going to go take a look around by myself. If I'm not back in half an hour, just stay here and wait for me to come back. I'm kinda nervous, but here I go. Time to make like a tree and branch out!
30 minutes have passed. She's still not back. Taba's been gone for 45 minutes. I'm starting to get worried. Oh, there she is.
I totally forgot to check the time. I was having fun. Guess that means I beat my mission, huh? You know, it was the same Akihabara as before, but everything looked so different to me this time. It's not just here, though. My whole world is expanding. Every day brings new and different discoveries. The direction of Sojiro's cowlick, the atmosphere of Yongen, the various types of coffee beans. Things might be the exact same as they were yesterday, but from my perspective, it's all spinning. I knew it was possible, but I had never really felt that sensation before now. I just hope I can keep changing little by little, like everyone else does.
We'll do it together.
Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, by the way, I got a text from Kana-chan saying she got a job at a convenience store. It sounds like she's just happy to be living life like a normal teenager. Plus, she got study guides with the money she made. She's gonna take the high school entrance exam. Even Kana-chan's trying to step out into the world.
You can't lose to her.
Yep, she's my new rival. Hey, you said you'd give me a reward if I completed my promise list, remember?
I honor my promises. I am loaded, so, if you want me to splurge on something, just ask.
You the man. You know, I was looking in a bunch of stores thinking about what to buy. But it felt kind of weird. There were plenty of things I wanted, but it was all stuff I could get if I worked really hard. And after all, I already have something I wouldn't have been able to get on my own. You don't think so? No, you're forgetting. You gave me something really important. You gave me my life back. It's thanks to you that I learned I'm fine just as I am. And that I learned to trust my mom again. I was as good as dead. But you resurrected me. I want to use my work with the Phantom Thieves to return you the favor. And when I remember all the friends I've made, it's like I'm tapping into some kind of unknown power.
feel a strong bond with Futaba.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the hermit, granting thee infinite power.
Ooh. Very nice. And also nice.
All right.
Nice.
Whoa! My heart just leveled up! A new me rises from the ashes!
All right.
Futaba's persona Necronomicon is transformed into Prometheus.
You gave me my life back, so it's my turn to risk my life for you. Feel free to tell me anything. I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm serious, okay?
I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me! And... I never said I was gonna let my reward go unclaimed. So, let me see. How about a month's supply of instant yakisoba? Pretty good deal, huh? I don't want to order it off the net, though. Let's go look for it in the real world. Now I know how much fun walking around can be. Thanks.
Ooh.
Ah, you're back.
Welcome back. I bet it was cold out there, wasn't it? It'll be almost a year since you started living here. You don't look very much like a normal family as usual. Ah, good. Okay.
I'll just add this.
Big ol' smiley boy.
Confessing while alone, without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: how private? I'm ashamed.
Remember how I said I was going to give you a hard time? Well, I got a job for you.
Hiding both face and mind.
What are you? Okay. Really close to maxing him out, which is nice.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
Okay. There we go. Let's go. You'll be working in the shop today. Hurry on over, part-timer.
Hey,
Be careful with this gun. If anyone's interested in buying it, let me know right away. This thing's an antique. I'm not going to sell it to anyone less than a real gun expert. Oh, and about Suda. I already got excommunicated from the clan. Apparently his boss found out what happened. Serves him right, huh? Are you sure he's still alive?
yeah.
Think so. Pretty big relief, assuming it's true. I mean, sure, that bastard pissed me off, but I never once wished he'd up and die on me. This whole thing's been real crazy, though. I mean, Suda used to be the role model for upholding the code. I guess this is what he meant when he said times are changing. Hello? Oh, it's you. If you want to talk about Suda.
Huh?
Wait, what? hell are you doing?
Hey,
You motherfucker. Hey, hold on. Damn it. That bastard Masa's abducted Kaoru. Will Kaoru be okay? Damn well better be or else Masa's a dead man. God, that piece of shit. He knew about Suda's failure the whole time. I bet he was just waiting for a chance like this. We should hurry. Right, they're over at Seaside Park. Grab the keys and lock up. Come on, let's go.
hey.
Yeah, let's go check him in the river. Let Kaoru go. Take it easy, Mune-san. All I did was give him a friendly ride home from cram school. Ain't that right, Kaoru-kun? Dad, I'm sorry. He said he had some stuff to tell me about you. Then he... Kaoru. Man, ain't he just a great kid? Cut the bullshit. And what are you, Mune-san's little errand boy? Wait, I remember you. You're that weirdo from the diner.
Hey.
Say, let Kaoru go. Fuck off, I heard you the first time. So, what are you gonna make me do? Great question. You know those modded guns you were gonna give Suda? It'd be real nice to get my hands on them. There's a lieutenant spot open now that Suda's gone, but I still need to prove my worth before I can get it. And you're gonna help me do just that. Sorry, Masa, but you got some real shitty timing. We just broke them all down. There's nothing left. You think that's gonna dissuade me? You know, I know everything about Kaoru-kun's situation. What? My situation? Dad, what does he mean? Don't you remember what I told you in the car, Kaoru-kun? About your dad, about what he thinks of you. Right. I'm just a burden, aren't I? That's it, isn't it? Tell me, Dad, I can handle the truth. That ain't true. I'm trying to protect you, Kaoru. Hey, this family bullshit is real touching and all, but we're supposed to be negotiating here, remember? Why don't we start with a delivery date? The sooner the better in my book.
Shit.
God damn it. Oh, don't give me that shit. None of this... None of this would be happening if you didn't go and take that brat in. I knew it. Everything really is my fault. Kaoru. You need to trust your son. Joe. Hey, what are you two chatting about over there?
Yo.
Kaoru, listen. There's something I've been keeping from you for a while now, and you're probably not gonna like it. Truth is, your real parents didn't die in a car crash. You were abandoned by your mother when you were still a baby. That's why I took you in. Believe it or not, I was actually part of the Yakuza back then. Huh? Oh man, I can't believe you really freaking told him, Mune-san. He's not lying, Kaoru-kun. From what I heard, your mom tried to sell you to us just so she could get her hands on some easy drug money. Sell me? Yep, and when Mune-san here wasn't buying, she just dumped you and ran. And that's how you ended up with a Yakuza dad. Pretty crazy, huh? Ah, that's a relief. I've been trying to hold that in all day long. I couldn't wait to see the look on your face when you found out. Man, this is hilarious. Ooh, freaking who? How sad. Enough. All of that might be true, but it's in the past now. I'm not a child anymore, and I never let a stupid secret like that get to me. Huh? So what if my mom dumped me, or if my dad was part of the Yakuza? We might not be related by blood, but we're connected by the gecko. So you know what? I don't care what you have to say about us. I'm me, and Munehisa Iwai is my dad. Attaboy, Kaoru. Listen, Masa. Let's put an end to this right here, right now. We can start fresh. Seriously still don't get it, do you? Kaoru-kun's... No, Masa, you're the one who doesn't get it. really fucked up this time. Oh, hi! Thanks for the assist, Suda.
Oh?
Suda? Suda? I mean, sir? Don't give me that. I know you ratted me out to the boss. You never have been good at keeping your mouth shut. Man, this whole encounter is just full of twists and turns. It's like a freaking roller coaster over here. No, it wasn't me. Uh-huh. And what do you think you're doing, waving that knife around, huh? I'm sorry. Your kid's got guts, Moon, eh? Like father, like son, huh?
Yo.
Looks like it. So, what now? Well, I'll start by making this idiot repay his debts. I haven't thought much about what comes after. All I really know is, this is where we say goodbye, Moon. Take care, brother. Let's go. Are you okay, Kaoru? Yeah, I was a little afraid, but it's all better now. Honestly, I'm surprised you stayed calm through all that. Guess you're maturing quicker than I even realized. He's a cool kid, huh? Damn right he is. Well, he ain't much of a kid anymore. You know, I've been so busy making sure he doesn't end up like me that I forgot to see who he's actually becoming. Can't believe I'm only just realizing this now.
Appreciate it.
It's all thanks to you, kid. I appreciate it. For real. Feels like my bond with EY is growing even deeper.
All right.
Hey, all that excitement made me super hungry. Why don't we go back to that diner? You seriously eat on a whole nother level. You might even end up taller than me someday.
Let's go.
Come on, let's head over there. Let's go. The three of us enjoyed a peaceful dinner together. Aww. Yo, it's me. Sorry for that whole mess back there. I'm glad Kaoru's safe and all, but man, he ended up with a hell of an appetite after that. Sure was something. Connected by the gecko, huh? The kid must have grown into a man while I wasn't looking. Like father, like son. Nah, I'm not worthy of a son like him. Didn't get any of that integrity from me, that's for sure. Don't sell yourself short, Eli. Ugh, after going out to eat with you guys, I can barely move. Too stuffed. Somehow, it's the best feeling in the whole damn world. Thanks, Joe. You did some great work. Ha, you got me saying all this sappy shit. Downright embarrassing. I gotta go get some air, cool down a little. Alright, later. Changed somehow. Like, you're more dependable than you were before. I like playing the maid. I don't think I can hold an office job. Your own shop? Forget it. No matter how hard you work, it can still give you trouble. Was I always like this? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'm so glad to have a pet like Leo. We'll be together forever, won't we?
Well then.
Let's do it.
should write something.
Ah.
So cold.
Wow.
I've been wondering, what would you do if you get an offer to defend Shido? I'd rather defend the Phantom Thieves than Shido. I bet it would have been a fascinating case to work on with all the unexpected things that could come up. Oh, they were never captured, so there's no need to defend them anymore. In hindsight, they were an interesting bunch. It would be a shame for society to completely forget them. Thanks, my guy.
Shucks.
The Phantom Thieves made quite a splash, but now they're gone. So does that mean the world's safe? Not a chance. There could be any number of robbers and thieves lurking in the darkness. Wanna be alert thoroughly guards your home from these criminals. Sign up now and receive a free Wana Wana-kun Setsubun bean. Keep your blessings safe with Wannabe alerts.
Let's do it.
Okay, that reminds me. Should go see if there are any more things at the arcade I can grab. Ooh.
Wow.
Aha! First try!
Nice going.
Jagao doll, huh? You should put it somewhere in your room when we get home. Nice.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Listen. Just gotta collect them all, you know? Any act, no matter how righteous, can easily become corrupted. Please pardon the musings of an old man. What brings you here
What do
today?
you want to do?
Let's meditate.
Okay.
Because nobody else wants to hang out. Very well then, take your time and relax.
Wow.
It's so unbelievably quiet here, considering it's only one mile away from the shopping district.
Ugh.
These dark spots on the wood floor, they kind of look like shadows. Maybe I'll just drag my claws over them. Nah, you're getting off lucky today.
Hey.
Stop ignoring me.
Hey.
Are you listening? Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away. Say, can I close the window in my room? What are you freaking out for? Are you actually concentrating? Still getting distracted by idle thoughts. The expression on your face changed a bit, though. Is your mind a bit more composed now?
All right.
Want to head back?
Well, I think it's about time we call it a day. Let's head back. Still too tense to fall asleep, I guess. Ooh. Finally!
I should write something.
Both of them want to hang out. Okay. Okay, they're both at 9. Okay. Let's go for Chihaya. There's something I really want to talk to you about. Oh, it's nothing you need to brace yourself for. I just want to tell you face to face. Can I see you? I have a request for you. It's about Kaoru. He wants to see you. Can you come to the shop right now? Sorry, EY. I'm hanging out with Chihaya. Thanks so much. I'll be waiting at the shop.
The members seem to be doing well now. I do a phone consultation with them from time to time, and they're all very cheerful. That goes for my fortune teller customers as well. I've been getting thanked a lot more lately, even by the people who get bad fortunes. Particularly when I tell them they can alter their fate.
You've changed.
That's very true. All I used to say before was that they were going to face misfortune. I had a best friend in the town I used to live in. She was the first person I read a fortune for. When she started avoiding me, I read the fortune of our fate. It was a terrible result. But I prayed that it would somehow work out. However, that never happened. That's when I started to believe that fate couldn't be changed. No surprise though, right? Because I didn't take action on my part to try and change it. I haven't talked to her in years. Maybe I'll try contacting her sometime.
It's never too late.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, could this be? Ah! The power of conviction is amazing! Her fate and mine are connected! I will no longer be swayed by names like Monster or Maiden. I am simply a fortune teller who provides advice to people with broken spirits, so that they will have conviction and face their future without getting pushed around by fate. That's the fate I've chosen for myself.
You have strong convictions.
Yes! Now, it's your turn to speak. What would your conviction be as a phantom thief? Sorry, I used fortune telling to find out your true identity. I couldn't help but think that you had something to do with the chairman's confession. Then I discovered that you're the trickster who causes a sensation in the world. It was the same card as the figure who helped me take down the chairman. It finally struck home for me.
You're pretty sharp.
I got you good, didn't I? But I don't care what your true identity is. As long as you're around, I can always be my true self. So, it's fine. Only, the fate of the Phantom Thieves is rather unclear. The Arcana is set in a tricky position. You can almost say it's facing both heaven and hell. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like it.
It's not a problem. We'll get through this.
You're right. You have the power to alter fate. Besides, I'll be by your side. As the fortune teller who changes fates, I will guide you so you can avoid misfortune.
Thank you. I feel a strong bond with Chihaya.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of fortune, granting thee infinite power.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
Nice. Choosing special bond reading may change the color of certain dialogue options when you spend time with confidants. Ooh. The highlighted option will improve your relationship with that confidant. However, remember that some answers may still change the nature of your relationship, so choose carefully. Ooh.
Still, what a strange sequence the cards were in when I read the fortune about your true identity. Several cards with strong personalities gathered around the trickster. It's quite improbable. It was almost as if it were trying to connect them together. You either have amazing charisma, or you're a trouble magnet. The verification tests are over, but don't forget about me, okay? Please, visit again sometime. Goodbye!
Yeah. The answer is yes.
Morning! By the way,
The big day's almost here. Well, we've done all we can, so now we just gotta wait. Got any plans today? If you're gonna train up in Mementos, I'll join ya. I'll think about it. We should really go, man. You don't want to panic later because we're unprepared. You know what they say, no use crying over spilled soda or something. Anyways, let me know if we're gathering at the hideout. I'll be waiting. Really want to hang out with Sumi.
I wonder if it'll stick.
I'll just add this.
Sumi better be available. Aha! Oh, thank God. Just to double check. Oh, of course. Of course. Out of curiosity, though. Real
It's way too cold.
Ah.
Let's do it.
It's getting colder out.
Fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Let's get a special bond. Yeah, I got the money.
Here we go.
Oh my, the Sun card. Today is a special day. You will have incredible insight into another person's heart. I highly suggest you take the day to deepen your relationships. Very nice. That is all for today's special bond reading. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Sumi. We overhear this conversation and then I'll hang out with you. Hey, where do you want to go today? It's a special date. We should go someplace a little a ways. Like, how about we go to Destiny Land? No, that's okay. It's too far and I'd get tired. What? That's all you've been saying lately. Isn't there anywhere you want to go with me? There are lots of places, but it just feels like I shouldn't. Aw, hon. Now we're just waiting for Dr. Mariki. I'm so anxious. It's like waiting for a competition to begin. We have to stop Dr. Mariki. I promise to give it everything I've got. So, I wanted to tell you something today. May I have a little bit of your time?
Yes!
Yes, good. hang out.
Senpai.
Thank you so much. Oh, but as to where we'd go, if possible, I'd like to go somewhere we can have a quiet discussion. Wanna come over? What? Your house, Senpai? I think that's a little bit earlier. I mean, I don't know if my heart's ready for that, so... Oh, when you said come over, you meant to LeBlanc?
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so sorry. I jumped the gun, I'm such an idiot. I suppose we would be able to talk in peace there. If that's really okay, I'll head over there. Sorry for dropping in on you like this. I hope it's not too much trouble. Of course, okay. It's no problem. Thank you. I just needed to talk to you about something in person. Wow, it smells great. Thank you. Yeah. I kind of live in the cafe. Well, not quite in the cafe, on top of it more like. But yeah. It's really good. Something about it is relaxing.
Please, listen to me.
I think I'll be ready to show Coach Hiraguchi my performance soon. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to be there when I do. Is that okay? Definitely. Great. I'm so glad. But that's not what I came here to talk about. Do you remember what I said when we went clothes shopping? I talked about wanting you to see me and how that helped me stop worrying. Of course I do. So glad you remember. I was thinking about Kasumi. I wondered how she must have felt, thinking she didn't want to lose to me and wanting me to watch her. Maybe that's what we had in common. We both wanted someone specific to see our efforts, to see us as we are. As long as we have that someone watching us, we can stay strong.
So...
I finally realized something. I think part of Kasumi's strength came from that. I was the one she was thinking of. I never heard her say it, but maybe she'd been trying to tell me through her performance. I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out. Such an idiot. I'm glad I finally realized it. Even as worthless as I am, I hope I still helped Kasumi somehow. You're not worthless.
Yes.
Right. I have to believe in myself. Kasumi's beyond any apologies I could give her. I can't tell her how I feel. She'll never see me perform. That's reality, and it happened because of me. I've been running away from that for a long time. But I'm done running now. It's time to stand on my own 2 feet. I want to live for both of us now, for the sake of everything we wanted. I want to grow even stronger. Even if I end up in tears from failing at a meet, or if the pressure's too much for me sometimes, with Kasumi's confidence and the grace she recognized in me, I'm going to keep moving up. I'm going to show Kasumi who Sumire Yoshizawa really is. And sense a strong resolve from Sumire. Nice.
All right.
You know...
And so, now that I'm committed to, not running away from my feelings, there's something I need to tell you, Senpai. Yeah, she's got this. Go ahead. Thank you very much. The nervous sweats just kicked in, I guess. I realized it was less a matter of showing off and more wanting someone to watch me. That is, wanting someone special to watch me. Someone I'd want to have eyes only for me. And I thought to myself, well, for me, that special person's obviously Senpai, so I think that means I'm in love. In love?
I love you.
Oh. I should choose my words carefully. But the last thing I want to do is make you uncomfortable, so let's stay friends, okay?
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you could be honest with me. And I'm still happy I told you how I felt. I don't regret anything. Even if you don't feel the same, I'll hold on to my feelings and let them drive me forward. Oh, but please, things don't have to be different between us now, okay? I love and admire you as a friend, too. No matter what, that won't change. So I'd still like for you to keep your eyes on me, even just as friends. Just watch me, and I promise I'll keep improving. You can always rely on me.
Yes.
Of course, I'll be counting on you. And you can always rely on me, too. I want to help you as much as I can. Oh, it's already this late? I need to get to practice.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much for the coffee. Now, if you'll excuse me. I took Sumi to the train station. Joe-senpai, thank you for spending time with me today. My heart is still pounding, actually. I managed to tell you how I feel. It would have been unthinkable for my past self. I really feel like I've matured, and I'm really glad for your part in that, senpai. Oh, nice. I'll always have your back. Thank you. Nothing could be more encouraging than that. I'll have to keep working hard so you can see all my progress. Oh, I'll be heading out soon. I'm about to have Coach Hiraguchi watch my performance. I want her to watch over me as I grow too, so... Okay, until next time.
Yo,
Oh, nice.
Hey,
What did you get? Nice. Nice.
oh,
Let's do it.
I'm thankful I was able to cross that off the list. Okay.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Confessing while alone without a clue, without a sign.
It's a shame you made a crucial mistake at the very, very end. There's no way, my plan was perfect. You were unable to see the flaw in your plan because you were only looking at your own perfect reality, weren't you? And that made you blind to the worst case scenario.
I'll just add this.
Hiding both straight for you to draw. I'm a chef. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask. Reveal.
I see.
My teeny.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go play billiards with everybody.
What do you play?
What do you want to do?
Thank you.
Yes!
Okay, let's get started. I hope I can do this. That sound when the balls scatter is so satisfying. The way the balls are positioned, I need to make a difficult shot to clear this.
Then,
That pose, are you going for that shot?
nice.
Now that's what I call a masse shot.
beautiful.
What an entrancing sight.
I knew you could do it.
You actually pulled off that shot. That's why you're our leader. Looks like your challenge brought everyone together. Nice! Nice.
I'm finished.
I suppose that wasn't bad for a day of entertainment. Only joking. Glad to see everyone had fun. I gotta say, though,
Wow.
thanks to playing billiards, you've gotten more experience with the precise hand movements, haven't you? Billiards really is a good game. Wasn't that thrilling?
All right then.
So many people. Ow. This is the velvet room first.
Let's do
Let's
it.
see about what I can get.
Yes.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
The compendium, yes? What will you be registering? Awaken, you're performing a fusion. Which persona are you looking for? To whom will you give birth?
Ah!
Do you truly need this?
Yes, I want to fill out my compendium, okay?
Choose which skill to inherit.
I am Ongyoki. It seems as though you can see me, just as I would expect from he who holds the mask.
Which persona are you looking for?
Ooh. Ooh.
Do you truly need this?
Yes, I'm trying to fill out the compendium, okay? Stop getting on my case.
Choose which skill to inherit.
I am Beelzebub. My demonic powers are going to become your new mask and show everyone what hell really is. Yeah, seriously. Let me have the bug man.
Did you change your mind? The compendium, yes? What will you be registering? You wish to browse the entries?
Down to fortune.
You would like to overwrite it? You wish to summon this persona? You may take it with you then. Awaken. Performing a fusion? Which persona are you looking for? Make your selection.
That's
To whom will you give birth? Did you change your mind? Let us train your personas. Releasing your prisoner? May luck be on your side.
I'll let him.
Indeed.
I think I'm gonna leave him in there for one more day, and then I'll pull him out.
I'll just add this.
Let's sell stuff, and then.
Sheesh. Yo. Okay. You should be grateful.
And then back to Max. Okay. Let's see if there's anything new in the... Nope. The sun and moon both shine, so even in everlasting darkness a ray of light can be seen. Please pardon the musings of an old man. What brings you here today?
What do you want to do?
Let's meditate.
Okay. Yep.
Smell the old trees all the way from the walkway. Can't say I dislike this.
Ugh.
This spot on the floor looks kind of like a cat. So what? Nothing, I guess.
Hey!
Hey, stop ignoring me.
Hey!
Are you listening? Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away. Say, my back itches. What are you freaking out for? Are you actually concentrating? Yeah, seriously, please go chase a bug and stop distracting me. The expression on your face changed a bit, though. Is your mind a bit more composed now?
All right.
Want to head back?
I'm getting kind of cold now. We should head back.
Let's do it.
With Valentine's Day only 2 weeks away, stores across Japan are battling for sales. Big department stores are putting out reasonable items to appeal to the middle class. However, there are those who object to this sales strategy and are calling for a boycott of these stores.
Hey,
How about you? You think you'll be getting some chocolate? I mean, I can probably make some on my own. Ah! I can at least finish off UI.
I'll just add.
I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, we should get Mona a little coat. I'm a little disappointed that I'm not going to be able to actually max out every confidant, but I'm glad that I actually I've only really missed one. And yes, I know Sumi's at 9, but according to my guide, she'll rank up on the 2nd.
Let's do it.
Or at least she'll be available for rank up on the 2nd. Hey, UI.
Sheesh.
I wanna work. There's something I gotta ask you to do. You're free now, yeah? Yeah.
Actually,
Howard wants to talk to you. Hold on, I'll call him over.
Thanks again for last time. I learned a lot about myself. So, I just wanted to show my appreciation.
intruding in on another private family moment.
You're still droning on about that? I mean, it was quite a shock. But that's what made you take me in, right? So who cares?
Whoa there, kiddo.
If you had just told me all of this sooner, you wouldn't have been threatened.
Who your parents are and where you come from stays with you for your entire life. Thanks to my loser parents, I got bullied by complete strangers, and
My father isn't a loser, though. He's a brilliant business owner.
It's up to you now, UI.
shut up. I know that. So in the end, I was just fighting my own demons. Stuck in my crappy childhood and all the problems I had growing up. My view of Kaoru was all distorted because of my rotten childhood memories.
I forgive you.
Wow, you really matured, huh?
Why did you help my father out? He told me you gathered info about Suda-san for him. You willingly got involved in a Yakuza dispute. Would someone normally take that big of a risk?
You can leave him.
I'd understand if you were a member of the Phantom Thieves. Fighting for the underdogs, like a gentleman thief. You know, people have their own opinions, but I think the Phantom Thieves are super cool. I mean, the sexual harassment incident involving that teacher?
You gotta go, Kaoru. The supermarket's about to close. Aren't you in charge of dinner tonight?
Oh, crap! Please excuse me.
Kids grow up quick. They can be a pain in the ass, but they're worth it. All right, let's close up shop. Go pull down the shutter. Suda changed rather suddenly, huh? Seems like he had a change of heart. Just like them people they've been talking about on TV. I can't be the only one who was saved by his change of heart. Wonder who else knows.
What if you're right?
I wonder. Well, don't worry. It ain't really none of my concern. Man, you really had me fooled. That whole thing about being an enthusiast was all just BS. I hired you as a mere pawn, and now you're Kaoru's bro. The Phantom Thieves are using my guns to take down bad guys, aren't they? They help people in need, huh? Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna put all my effort into that special menu we talked about. I don't like to owe nobody nothing, so I'll do my best for you. Because that's the kind of support I can provide.
Feel a strong bond with Eli.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the Hanged Man, granting thee infinite power.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
Nice.
But what the hell are you gonna do with a model gun? You need a real gun in a shootout, and the knives are just replicas. They're even less useful than a butter knife, you know? You're such a weirdo. We were in the middle of closing shop, weren't we? Well, let's get to it.
Oh, if only he knew.
See ya.
Good morning.
He does. 2 days until the deadline. Our deal is going to be up soon as well. What will you do after that?
Sin.
I'm not obligated to tell you. That's not part of our deal. Never mind the future. Just focus on defeating Maruki for now. If we lose, a fate more humiliating than death will be waiting for us. Tell us, please! I think the moderate pay and work are what fit me the most. If things are tough, then just forget about them. I don't have any empathy about that hero stuff, you know? It's old news now. I'm getting tired. This is why we shouldn't overwork ourselves. This is how things should be, right? Oh, jeez. Ew.
Let's do it.
Why she always gotta overlap with the kid? God damn.
Hey, hey!
Wanna take a break and play Gunabout? There's nothing better than shooting enemies when you're stressed. I'll be waiting. Good afternoon, Senpai. If it's not too much trouble, maybe you could meet up today? I wasn't expecting her to be available until tomorrow, but okay. Thank you. I'll be waiting at Chijoji.
Let's do it.
Sumi's my priority. I'm actually going to go and perform my routine for my coach right now. And I was hoping you'd come watch me, Joe-senpai. I'm confident that I can show her my answer through my
Nothing
routine.
matters more to me.
So if you got the time to spare on me, then please. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you very much.
Now let's get ready and head over to the gymnasium.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It looks like my coach is yet to arrive. I'm usually so nervous when Coach Hiraguchi watches my performance, partially because she's worked with me for so long. That's why I don't want to let her down. But today I'm excited about this.
You look radiant today.
Thank you. When you compliment me like that, I feel like everything's going to turn out well in the end. Thank you for making time to observe me today. I really wanted to get an unbiased evaluation from you.
You got a good look on your face today, Sumire.
Yes, ma'am. I'm confident in the routine I'm about to perform.
Well, at first glance, I'd say you look like you've got it all figured out. But I'm here to gauge your performance, not just let you brag about it. Now, begin.
Ma'am.
Even her starting form's changed. Could this be your doing?
Just watch.
Oh, really?
All right, let's start. Thank you for watching.
You've grown so much, Sumire. I'm sure this is no surprise to you, but the path to international success will be harsh and relentless. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I will be #1 in the world of gymnastics. I will make our dream a reality.
Glad to hear you're so sure. With your natural grace and dedication to reach the gauntlet, no matter how far it is from your grasp, your dream is no longer impossible. And you're the one who decided that, not me.
Huh?
You didn't even realize it, did you? Today's the first time you've told me you will win on an international level. Until today, you'd only tell me, I hope I win.
Oh!
And am I correct in believing you weren't alone in this mission of yours?
Coach. Yes, that's right.
It's good to hear you have someone who really understands you in your corner. Your performance today truly was impressive. I'm looking forward to your next lesson already.
Coach Hiraguchi liked my routine.
Hello there, Tuckles. As you can see, I'm in the middle of Sumi's Rank 10 event here. So I'm probably going to be a little bit quiet while everybody's talking. Let's see. It's only natural, Sumire.
You're probably right. I'm kidding, of course. Thanks to you, I feel like I've finally found the answer I've been searching for, as well as discovering what's most important to me while performing. I genuinely can't thank you enough.
You did all the work.
I suppose I should take the compliment. I'm sorry for repeating this to death, but I really do need to say it again. I'm so grateful that I got to meet you, Senpai. I've learned all sorts of things from my time with you. Now, I can show everyone how I really feel, and the two of us can take the crown of the gymnastics world.
Feel a strong bond with Sumire.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of faith, granting thee infinite power.
Very nice.
All right. All right.
Maria.
This is the new me. I finally found it.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, here's an idea. Why don't you join me on my tour, Senpai? It'll be you and me and Kasumi. All three of us taking on the world as a team.
I'll get my passport.
I'm kidding. No matter where I perform, even if it's on the other side of the earth, it feels like you'll still be there, watching over me. I really do believe that with all my heart. Thank you so much for coming out to support me today. I really hope we stay as close as we are on our way to the top. Boy, my body's still so jittery. I feel like I need to keep moving. Senpai, please join me in a bit of extra training. We'll start with some basic stretches. We're going to do a full routine, so I hope you came prepared.
Spend some time sweating it out with Sumire. Ooh. Hello, Senpai. I wanted to thank you for everything. I feel like I've finally managed to move past the trauma. I'm ready to be an international champion. And Kasumi, well, she'll be right there with me. That's why I want to turn this world back to how it used to be. I want to keep my promise with her. I'm counting on you. Great. I'll do everything in my power to support you. With me, Kasumi, and you combined, we'll be invincible. I'm thinking of tying my hair up again. I know it sounds a little pretentious, but it'd be proof of my resolve. Like a reminder, so I'll always remember Kasumi's true feelings. Oh, I'm sorry for talking for so long. I hope we can accomplish even more together. Okay, good night. It's already February. You only got 3 days till the deadline. Oh crap, what do we do? Called it. Calm down, I understand it's a tense situation. If something were to happen, it'd be tomorrow, correct? He hasn't sprung any surprises on you, has he, Joe? Nothing. I suppose all we can do is wait. He really likes keeping us in suspense, huh? Whatever Dr. Maruki decides, I don't think we're getting out of this without a fight. We need to be prepared for anything. You're right. We already beat up a god, right? We can take him.
Yep.
Tomorrow's our last day for any last-minute prep. Is there anything you still need to do?
I'll just add
I got the Tower Arcana that I need to max up, but that's not happening. Sadly. Still, I feel like I did better this time around than last time. Today on The Counselor, we will be discussing how things like this are taken into account at schools. Stress and harassment are issues that affect not only adults but children as well. Due to the violence and harassment by a teacher in spring last year, high school students have been meeting with...
Oh yeah.
That's why Maruki came to your school, right? It's kind of nostalgic to think back on. I mean, things are going so well now, but...
Hey.
Yeah. Let's do a crossword puzzle. Laying into someone. Related to words and health exam. Why are crosswords so esoteric? Ah. So V. Yeah. Right. Okay. Dash. The last one. Originally meaning hitting or striking, the term now also means severely criticizing a person or group, either directly or behind their backs. In Japanese restaurant slang, bashing also means clearing the dishes on a table, similar to how striking the set in English means cleaning up a filming location.
All right.
I see. Nice.
I should write something.
If only I actually needed the intelligence boost. Uh,
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Space of twilight, no
why are you wasting on?
without a sound.
Let's get Arsene back.
The real
I'll get
question
a chance tomorrow.
asked, where have
Welcome to the Velvet
Let
Room.
us train your personas. Releasing your prisoner?
Yeah.
Seems to have gained a fair amount of power.
Ooh. Drain Blast. Yes, I like that. Yes, very nice.
May luck be on your side. Indeed.
Let's do it.
Let's go to the jazz. Now.
I see.
Soul Teeny. Let your soul open up with this cocktail and take yourself to the next level.
What do you want to do?
searching all along?
Hey!
Space of twilight, no
Obviously.
Oh!
Oh, catchy, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna take a stroll. Just let me know when we're heading home.
the real question too.
Hey. Thanks for coming in.
Well, must we?
I'm glad you're still normal, even in this bizarre situation. If you'd lost it too, well, if that happened, I would have slapped you awake. I chatted with Akechi for a while.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah?
That wasn't too bad. I guess it's time.
Senpai?
Good morning, Joe Senpai. So, today's the day Dr. Mark is supposed to contact us. What's wrong?
No.
Oh, it's nothing. I just have a lot on my mind. Oh, she's got her hair up again. It's okay, it's nothing. We should get to school now. If he's coming, it'll be today. I'm so nervous. Same, I can't focus on class at all. And how's that any different than usual? Shut up! I mean, I seriously can't today. I even tried! I'll handle it like always. You know it! We've been so blessed with your cool composure. Joe, you're the one Maruki is most likely to approach. If that happens, make sure you handle it just as we planned. This is Joe here. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I know it's a lot to bear, but can we ask you to make the call for us if he does show his face? I gotcha. Let us know right away if anything goes amiss, okay? What's Maruki's next move gonna be? Even I'm starting to get a little antsy here. Guess we're gonna have to wait for Maruki to make contact with us. Senpai? Dr. Maruki's supposed to contact us today, right? Before that happens, there's something I want to tell you. Do you have any time today? Yeah. I have a feeling... I think we're going to end up skipping over her second form entirely, apparently. Let's head over. Great. Shall we meet up first? Preferably somewhere we can relax and chat. Sorry for the trouble. Hope to hear from you soon. This is the first time I've invited a boy over to my house, so I'm kind of nervous. It's nice and tidy. Thank you. People always say a messy room means a messy heart, so... I asked you here today because I wanted to tell you my decision. This is where Kasumi and I promised each other we'd be the best in the world. Pretty much everything in here is the same as in Kasumi's bedroom. The colors are different, but not much else. That's how it always was. Kasumi kept saying we should get the same styles, the same clothes. We're close after all.
Yes.
So, when I lost her, I just went into shock. I can talk about it now that I have some distance from it. Before, I was too... Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm grateful to Dr. Maruki. How do you mean? Well, he showed me it was possible to live my life the way Kasumi had lived hers. I ran away from who I really was, sure, but if I'd kept living as Sumire, I'd probably never have talked to you. I'd still be crying every day. Becoming Kasumi helped me come into your life. And because everything happened the way it did, I found ways to go back to being Sumire, one step at a time. I think I really needed that time I spent as my sister. That's why I'm grateful to Dr. Maruki.
But...
And that's why I have something to tell him, too. Or rather, I want to show him that I found a way to face reality. If Dr. Maruki sees how far I've come, I'd like to think it might give him the strength to do the same. That's the spirit.
Yes.
I'll be the strongest Sumire Yoshizawa I can be.
This is...
My power.
All right.
Hello, Ella. Thank you so much, Joe Senpai. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have found the strength to face myself. I hope we'll always be able to count on each other. That way I won't ever lose myself again. We'll move forward together.
Yes!
She is very pretty. Wherever you go, I'll follow.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Well, you're the one who brought me over. Ooh. Ooh. This is a really tough call to make.
Ah, you're back.
Well, I know it's a bit early, but I think I'm gonna close up shop for the day. You were so busy today, I ran out of all my ingredients. I don't even remember the last time that happened. Weird, huh?
Make sure you close up.
Tomorrow's finally the day. We've already secured the route to the treasure. No problems there. All we have to do now is wait. Sweet, we're gonna rock this shit. Yes. Oh, Joe Senpai, I wanted to ask you something. Has Dr. Maruki contacted you yet? Not yet. I see. I suppose waiting really is our only option. You're right. If anything comes up on my end, though, I'll get in touch with you all. See you tomorrow.
My apologies for calling so late. This is Maruki, by the way. I'm actually rather close by. Would you mind lending me an ear? There's something important we need to talk about. And if you do intend to confront me, I believe there's something you have to give me first.
Oh, Trixie, man. I want to tell him to go away, but I kind of do have to give this card over to him. All right, let's do this.
Thank you. I'll be at the cafe shortly. See you later.
I caught all of that, just as we suspected. He knew he'd have to get a calling card. I have no clue how this meeting is going to go down. Hey, just make sure you keep your guard up, okay?
Slam the door in his face. Ooh.
Just add this.
Hey!
I have to put my doll up. I should have done that earlier.
Hey!
Maruki's finally coming. Are you mentally prepared? I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go downstairs to get icy slush. However you respond to Maruki, I trust you. I know you'll make the right decision.
Sorry for the last-minute visit. How's Yoshizawa-san holding up? I've been concerned about a potential relapse, considering her difficulties with accepting this reality.
Sumeri's one tough lady.
You know, I would love for that to be the truth. But people can't maintain their strength forever. So, getting down to business. I wanted to confirm with you one last time. Is there no other way to come to an agreement besides fighting?
We can't accept this reality.
The reality I created may seem distorted from your point of view, but it's a reality where everyone is happy. If you just stay, you'll never have to suffer the pain of loss, or the pain from having people and things stolen away from you.
Like you have?
So, you saw what happened with Rumi. I'm not the one who suffered. She is. But she's still living a wonderful life right now, in this world you call a distorted reality.
But she still doesn't remember you, right? And you're fine with that?
She may not be in my life anymore, but at least her own life is a happy one now. I'm not just doing this for Rumi. I want all of you to live just as happily as she is, but for Rumi's happiness to last, I have to move on. After all that's happened to her, to me, I just can't drag her into it.
Doc.
My stance will not change. Strange circumstances have led to my gaining this power. However, I now recognize it as being wholly inevitable. This is something only I am capable of doing. I promise. Every person alive will be happy in the world I create. So, let me ask you the same. After really considering every option, do you have any doubts about your views?
What are you getting at?
I suppose it's more accurate to ask, do you two gentlemen have any doubts? You're here, aren't you, Akechi-kun?
Akechi.
You caught me.
Oh, it was just a hunch. This issue doesn't only affect you, Akechi-kun. This involves you too.
Both Akechi and me?
What do these two have to do with...
The relationship you two share is very unusual. A detective and a phantom thief. Despite being enemies, your relationship isn't based on hatred or ill will. That's why I found it so tragic when I learned what happened in Shido's palace.
You bastard! So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself.
Say, didn't you regret how things ended with him? You two came to a deep understanding of one another. Yet you had no choice but to leave Akechi-kun to his fate. That's why I created a reality where you two could have a fresh start together.
After all this, that's what you have to say. Seriously, you really are.
That would mean the Akechi in the real world is...
Get what I'm saying? I genuinely didn't want to tell you like this. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm holding him hostage. But no matter what you may think of me, I just want you all to accept this reality and move on with your happy lives.
And that matters how, exactly? Don't tell me you think dangling my life before us is going to have any impact on our decision.
So, you knew.
Well, I lacked conclusive evidence, but after I fought against you all, I had a gap in my memory that ended with meeting up with him again. There were also the cases of Wakaba Ishiki and President Okumura. Of course, I'd find all of that suspicious.
I see. I had a feeling the truth of the matter still wouldn't dissuade you, Akechi-kun. But how about you? You think dangling my life before us is going to affect our decision? That's what Akechi-kun said a moment ago. If that's how you see it at this point, I'm fine with it. But I'm still going to ask you, one last time, Will you accept the reality I create for you? You were the guiding light to my research. You showed me the way so I could make my dream into reality. I have nothing but gratitude for you. Not a single ounce of ill will. That's why I wanted you, of all people, to understand. Perhaps I shouldn't ask you for an answer on the spot like that. I'll be going now.
You forgot something.
Ah, that's right. I've heard you're calling. And about my question. Let's do this. I'll be waiting in the palace tomorrow. Just as I promised. If you still haven't changed your mind by then, we'll meet there. But if you don't show, I'll take that to mean you've accepted my reality. See you.
What are you gonna do?
I'd like to speak with him.
Akechi. Gotcha. I'll leave the decision up to you. Let me know when you've reached an answer.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
But then you'll...
So what? That's the path I chose. All you have to do is stick to your guns and challenge Maruki. Or are you really so spineless that you'd fold over some bullshit trivial threat on my life?
This isn't trivial.
It is. Do you think I'd be happy with this? Being shown mercy now, of all times? I don't want to be pitied. This isn't something I'm debating with you. Your indecisiveness on the matter is essentially a betrayal of my wishes. I want to hear you say it aloud. What do you intend to do?
We fight against Maruki and win, or return to the original reality. But Akechi.
I won't wait a moment longer. Answer me.
We're stopping Maruki.
All right. I'm relieved to hear it. I will never accept this form of reality. I'm done being manipulated. Let's go back to our true reality. This is great. I feel so alive. I'll sow chaos as far as the eye can see. All right.
I'm so proud of him. Akechi's persona Loki has transformed into Hereward.
What's a life worth in a reality that was cooked up just to satisfy someone else? I say none. We have to win this, no matter what.
There's no going back now. Ooh. Ooh.
All right, we're all here. It's time. Our final battle.
Maruki came by Leblanc last night, so we gave him the calling card.
I doubt Maruki is still interested in discussion. You realize there's no backing out now, right?
Ain't no way we're gonna run now. We're gonna confront Doc in his palace, show him what's up, and go back to our own reality, right?
Let's do this.
Right.
It appears we're all ready.
It's time to take back what belongs to us. Our own reality.
No! Been a long time since he's done that. Oh, I've been waiting all game for this song.
I'll just add this.
Let's go.
I can feel it.
I know it's way early, but
Let's do it.
this is probably going to be an extended sequence, because, I mean, this is literally the end game here, so I think I'm going to call it a little bit early for the evening so we can, so I can go through the final battle and stuff, properly in the next stream. But yeah, that's exciting. Thank you for dropping by. See you all next week.